Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live trading. Today is Monday, 14th of November. We are in the middle of this month. Actually, there are many news events. They're going to bring some good volatility for us as traders. That's what all we want. We want volatility because we want to see movement while we are trading, right? So we don't want to just get caught in some sideways move. And so how is everyone doing so far, guys? How was your weekend? Any exciting news? I hope everyone had a great time so far and that you are awake to start your trading week, right? Good morning. Hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome. What about our friends in Zoom? Can they hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see the screen just to make sure everything works as well for you? For the YouTube live, I see that everything it's okay. So today is Monday, and you all know we record the trading podcast. So all the news events you see here in the calendar, ladies and gents, I'm gonna make a recap about what's most important for you as trader and investor. So you can listen to the podcast as many times as you want, so you can have a great understanding of, what to expect in the market. So, by the way, guys, for those who are watching us through Zoom, can you hear me? Okay, now I can see some people typing. You know, sometimes technical difficulties, we face them. So just to make sure, it will be good if even just a good morning in the when you tune in, it will give me a good understanding that everything works fine. So, oh, Mr. Darshan, long time. Hello, Williams, Lee, Winnie, Jasper, Rumen, Cherry, HV, Job, Rahel, everyone, guys. So, as I was saying, that today is Monday, so please make sure in few hours, check for your weekly trading podcast here on the session. I'm sharing with you the link. So it will appear here, but you can scroll down and please make sure you download it on your preference account. So let's move on. For those who are new here, please, guys, make an effort and download the mobile application on your device. And just to make sure that we're saying, you understand that this content is for general information only, and it's not intended to provide trading or investment advice or personal recommendation. Yes, and for those you are still wondering, that's a nice coffee. Okay, 23 degrees here in Cyprus. The sun is out for good. So, Rahel, I'm sorry that you are fighting a cough. Maybe you have to see also another countries. No, I'm joking. Totally joking. Yeah. So, guys, let's have a look. What's the news for the day? Today, only in Japan, GDP growth rate. The expectation is to see slowdown in the growth within the country. So we'll see what's going to happen. Tomorrow, it's going to be an interesting week, to be honest, with unemployment rate in the UK, with some PPI in the US, and the Reserve Bank of Australia will hold some minutes. They're going to discuss, obviously, about the current situation in the country. And I think it's unemployment. Yeah, it's unemployment rate as well, the day, couple of days after. So we'll see how the Australian dollar will react in this environment. Let's move on. Premium analytics. Today's top headlines. Fed official warns inflation fight has ways to go. Tell us something that it's not new anymore here with this Fed. All right. China dials back property restrictions in bid to reserve economic slide. House majority undecided as Democrats keep Senate a control. Some Russia sanctions could extend beyond Ukraine's war end, Yellen says. Iran issues first known death sentence for protester. Wow. Deadly explosion hits busy Istanbul pedestrian street. That's unbelievable, guys. What's happening? Crypto.com withdraws rise after CEO admits transaction problem. For almost $500 million US transaction in Crypto.com platform. Elon Musk, Tesla board members to defend CEO's pay in court. And JP Morgan dodged a buyout loan bullet. So these are the news events for the day so far. And let's have a look at the MT5 platform, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read some comments first. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Chair. Good morning, CHNJPY D1 broke down the support line of the long-term uptrend, as well as the 200-day moving average. Sell, sell, sell job. That's a very good analysis. Zoom link is not working. Guys, what about now? Is it working? I think that was a bit a while ago. Job or someone else on the Zoom, please let me know if everything works. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, perfect. Intraday live calls Rocky. I love this title. Good morning, sir. Rocky, just call me Theo, not sir. It's fine, just Theo. How are you from India? Wow. Please check on USD, JPY, and Euro CHF. Alrighty. We will do that. Guys, we will start with the dollar index because we want to see we want to see what's happening with the leading US dollar. US dollar on the daily. Let's go to the weekly chart. We see that we broke below this trend line, uptrending trend line. So the market is declining now. Where is the next area of support? The first is this one here. Now we can expect to see either some pullbacks around this area. If we won't see the correction here, because that was few lows that they can act as resistance now. If we won't see that, then in my opinion, definitely we have to retest this area of resistance here. Up. So this is not in play anymore. So either we're going to just sell off straight away without any correction, or we're going to see some correction. But this impulse candle to the downside shows that sellers are in control. The next area we expected to see buying activity, if it's going to come, it's somewhere here. So there is nothing here technically to show that buyers, they can step it at any time. Only some corrections can come to play. So how this information will help us? Well, there are currency pairs like the euro against the pound. Let me write them here. So we have euro USD, we have pound against the dollar, we have Aussie against the dollar, we have Kiwi against the dollar, And then we have the USD CAD, we have the USD Japanese yen, and then we have the USD Swiss franc. So if the dollar, and Raquel, please let me know if it's clear for you. If the US dollar it's getting weak, it means this column here, the US dollar is weak. So the euro, pound, Aussie, New Zealand can push to the upside. That's going to be a consequence, because we said that currency pairs, they are trading as pairs. It's not like a stock that traded individually. Let's say Apple, it's either going up or down. It's just the Apple is weakened, the Apple is strengthening. Now here, the euro can strengthening and the dollar can weakening, or the dollar can strengthening, the euro can weakening. This happen at the same time. Okay, it's a pair. It's not an individual currency. So again, if the dollar is going to weaken, then this column it's going to experience some fall down. So CAD, yen, Swiss, we expect them to push to the upside. Now, what we want to do, we want to browse through some charts like the euro against the pound, the euro against the Aussie, the euro against the Kiwi, and we can see if we can find a pattern in terms of strength and weakness in the market. Like if we see another 4 currency pairs related to the euro, like euro Aussie, euro pound, euro Kiwi, euro Swissy, and we see that they push to the upside, it means euro in general is strong. So we can identify a strong currency pair. We know that US dollar is a weak currency. So a strong currency against a weak currency, and the technical picture confirms that. So it has higher probabilities to turn out to be a good trade. Okay, that's about the currency correlation, guys. From time to time, when I find some good examples, I would like to mention them and do some further explanation, because it's going to massively help you to improve your trading. Next one, the DAX. We are still in an uptrend. Definitely the next level of resistance, it's up here. So we are just buying. We can buy on the swing trading. We can do an intraday trading. Whatever we want to do based on the plan we have accordingly. So for today, if we go down to the 5-minute chart and we see, or the 15-minute chart, wherever you prefer, 5-minute gives more up. That's a monthly. 5-minute gives more explanation. So we see that the DAX is just trading around this area of support and resistance. So we want to see a break to the upside. So we have the price action on the daily confirms, the direction on the daily confirms. So we have our 5-minute chart showing higher highs and higher lows. That indicates momentum in the market, and we can take trades to the upside. Is that clear, guys? Do you guys understand? Does it make more sense while we explain it more and more and more? FTSE, on Friday, we had some sell-off. We are retesting this area of support here. Hopefully, we can see some bounces on the 4-hour chart. And this is the time, guys, I don't go to trade intraday, because when I want to trade 5-minute charts, let's say, or 15-minute charts, I prefer to see some sort of higher highs and higher lows. On the daily chart, I want to see some price action confirmation on the daily chart, and I want to place trades on the 5-minute charts based on this price action confirmation of the daily as well. Okay, not just blindly because it's in an uptrend, but the buyers, they didn't turn up on the daily chart. That's how I prefer to do it. There are some other people, they just see that price comes around this support, and then they go to the 5-minute charts and they take trades. Absolutely fine. however works best for you, it's totally fine. So on the Dow Jones, we are still bullish, definitely. We want to retest this area here. We had this dodgy candle on Friday, but we didn't came to retest the area, so I'm still bullish. More clarity we have on this one here, the Nasdaq, because there is clear room until we retest this area. So on the 5-minute chart today, I'm going to look to find some good buying opportunities. And I like the fact that we broke, if we have this trend line, if we have these lower highs and lower low, then the market make a new high here. So for me, it's a good one. I'll just add it to the watch list. So in the way I trade it, I take from the low to the high. I find the 61.8%. I have my orders here and I'm waiting for execution. And then the target, it's the last swing high on the 5-minute charts. Okay. And the S&P 500, the same. This is a even more, it has much more clarity, this one here. So same pattern with the Nasdaq, you see. Then let's have a look to the pound. Let's start with the pound. We broke above this strong, very strong area of resistance. Now it can turn to be support. So, and here is the thing, when we do breakout trading, if someone wants to start buying right now, there are many times that it works good, but also there are other times that this turns out to be a false breakout. All right, so we always use the 2-day rule. Like, I want to see the price holding above the resistance for at least 2 days. So it's a confirmation that most likely this resistance, it's a new support now. Because if it's a false breakout, the next day, of course, the sellers, they're going to come to redeem their activity, right? So for this one here, if we go to the 4-hour chart and we see some rejections around this area and we don't see just the price push to the downside like this, then definitely it's a good pair. For the euro, though, we are right on this resistance here, right at this resistance. So I wouldn't touch it right now to try and do breakout tradings and try to go through this resistance, because it has been retested in the past so well with rejections. Yes, we identify weakness in the dollar. So if dollar it's going to get weak today, then definitely we're going to see some breakouts of the pound, of the euro. So that's okay. But let's understand that we want to have high probability trades and not just some trades. Remember on Friday, we were discussing about this bullish engulfing, and we said that we have room until this area here. And on the 5-minute chart, I think we had some really good trades. And please let me know if some people, they took some trades on the 5-minute charts. Like we had the live, we were somewhere here while we had the live, okay, and we said that if we can draw some FIP, we have the 61.8. At the time we were live, we were somewhere here, okay, but the market make a new high, this one here. Do we sell? Of course not. We just know that we have a higher high. We put our trend line, and at 61.8, some buying limit orders with a stop either below the 78.6 or below the 100. If you put that your stop below the 78.6, it's more risky, to be honest, because sometimes market, it's just take this FIB level. Protective stops, usually they go around below the 100 because it's the last swing as well. And then 1.5 to 1 to 1 can be taken from the trades. And then another trade, it was right after here. Again, our FIP, and then 61.8 hold really well, gave us a target up to there. Okay, so that was these were the two trades for Friday. I don't know if you guys were around, if you took these trades, please let me know if you want. Let's move on. USD CHF, we broke below this support here. The next area, it's this one here, obviously. But really, if the US dollar it's gonna get weak, we're gonna definitely see some push. But guys, remember this: if you are holding trades here, please make sure you take profits out of the table. I don't want you to get it as a financial advice. It's not. It's a normal, logical thinking. The markets, they don't just sell off. They also create retracements. And I want to believe that you are watching my webinars about trading psychology. And we say that at this point here, if traders, they are selling, they feel satisfaction, they feel happiness, they feel proudness. But when they see retracement here, they are still in winning trades, and they experience all the negative emotions because they are frustrated with themselves that they didn't took profits here. But you never know which one is the beginning and which one is the end of the move, okay, as retail traders, because we are not the ones who creating this move. So please make sure when the market gives you, it's an opportunity to receive. Okay, that's as simple as I can state it. So let me go through USD JPY, USD CHF. Yes, we said that. Aussie. Now here it's the thing. Australian dollar, it looks like that it's strong. It's also strong, right, against the US dollar, but we don't see any strong level of resistance on the way until this area. So if we want to go on the 5-minute charts and do some intraday trading, we maybe better to stick with the Australian dollar for today. Do you guys agree? Based on the technical pattern, because we don't have any resistance on the way, or if you take this minor resistance, okay, but it's a bit far away. It's 60, 70 pips from the current price. So for intraday trading, this is too much on a currency pair that it moves on around 60 to 80 pips a day. Okay, pretty much a normal move. Roman, is it too risky below 71.8? It's Roman, I do that on the daily charts. Really, that's where I usually place my if I enter on the 61.8 FIB retracement, I put the stop loss on this underneath the 71.8 or 72% FIB, because when it wins, it's 3.5% until the retest of the last swing. Okay, that's where I place it. But on the intraday chart, it's because it has more volatility and the distance, it's very close. Unfortunately, it doesn't give that high frequency winning trades on the 5-minute charts and 15-minute charts. Of course, there are times the market doesn't even go below the 61.8, but again, that's trading. Okay, you're gonna just willing to get more losses, put it that way, on the 5-minute chart below up to 71.8%. Okay. Ahmed, hello. Thanks for joining us. How long have you been trading? I'm trading since it's all 11 years. No, it's not yet 11 years, but I will say it's 10 years now. Okay. CHF appears to be stronger than pound. How would you trade CHF, pound CHF? Since the pound US dollar, one should be looking for a trade to the upside. Is it considered a counter trend? CHF against the pound. Now, here is the thing with the CHF and the pound. This market here on a daily chart, it looks like it was in an uptrend, it broke the structure, and now we are just trying to push to the downside. But this market on the weekly chart is still technically in a downtrend because we didn't have any break of a swing. So here is the market. So we didn't make a new high, we didn't make a new low, so we are still technically in a downtrend. From the weekly perspective, we are trading to the downside. So if we go to the daily and we initiate some trades, or to the 4-hour chart, here it's a nice swing. I like this here, lower highs and lower lows here and lower highs there. So we are in a pullback. Maybe I would take some trades to the downside. Here it's a target. So it's not considered a counter trend trade if you sell the pound against the CHF, because the weekly chart is down. So the pound against the US dollar, the pound is strong. The Swiss against the US dollar, the Swiss is strong. So out of these two, which one is the strongest? Definitely from this picture, it's the CHF. That's why we see the pound to the downside. But guys, remember, the reason we see uptrends on the pound, euro, Aussie, New Zealand against the US dollar, it's because the US dollar is so weak. It's not because some of these are stronger in general and they dumped the US dollar. Okay, I hope that's clear to everyone. Any other pairs? Let's have a look here. The Kiwi, we are approaching this area of resistance, of trend line resistance. So it's still the Australian dollar. It's more clear for buying opportunities on the intraday chart. And also we were saying last Friday, we keep an eye on the USD CAD because that was a crystal clear. You are welcome, Raquel. That was a crystal clear trade to the downside. So any swings on the 5-minute charts could be initiated for sell positions. Now we are approaching this level of support. USD yen, finally we broke below these two nonsense pin bars here. Pin bars, it's whatever with long shadow candles. So these areas had been broken. Now we have a new image in the market. Let's have a look on the weekly chart. Any trend lines here? We do have this trend line on the weekly chart. We broke below this trend line, so we can start looking for sales here as well. Some conjunction with the trend line resistance and the horizontal resistance can help us to initiate some sell positions. So that's also for sale. The rest of the pounds are really a bit weird at this point. The rest of the JPY, sorry. Let's have a look at the gold. Gold also has room to move to the upside. That's great. That's brilliant. We can looking also for buys on the 5-minute chart based on our trading analysis. So we have this. We have this situation here. So pretty much many things to keep on eye for today, ladies and gentlemen. Euro CHF, another great. Remember, you were asking me, we said that on the weekly chart we are down. On the daily chart we had this double bottom. At some point here I wasn't very certain to sell it, to be honest, because of the strength of the euro as well. But now we see this failure swing. That's what we call a failure swing, when we are in an uptrend and the market tried to make a higher high, a new high, and it fails to make a new high, and we see a break of let's say this neckline, if we call it neckline, of a double top. So we see some weakness in the euro as well against the CHF, and very well spotted, Raquel, that the CHF, it's strong across the board. So euro CHF to the downside, pound CHF to the downside, but the weakest out of all, it's the US dollar. So of course, US dollar CHF to the downside. And the last one, let's check the N gas. And gas, we have this bearish push to the downside. We said that the target had been reached to this point here. If the market is going to continue to keep trading down, who knows? We want to find it out, because at this point here, we don't know if the buyers, they were so strong like these buyers here, and they want to push the market to the upside. So we're going to see what will happen here. But technically, on the weekly chart, on the daily chart, we have signs of bearish momentum. All right. Okay, guys, I think that's all for today. There are so many markets to keep an eye on. I would like to wish to everyone to have a great start of this trading week with lots of opportunities. I'm sure they're going to come in the market this week. Guys, please, please, please keep an eye in the next few hours on your weekly podcast area, so you can download the podcast and listen to as many times as you need to get informed about how can you implement in your trading, and where you have to understand what the currencies are doing, and so on and so forth. And as you know, I don't like to say no to anyone. So I have a question here. CHN JPY, CNH. I don't even have it here on the, sorry, Job. I don't have it here on the MetaTrader platform. Okay. So I will try to find it on another platform, and next time I will review it for you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your participation. I wish everyone to have a lovely time ahead wherever you are in the world. For those who join us for first time, really, my name is Theo. You can call me Theo, not Sir. Okay. And I would like to welcome you on board. Guys who are watching us through the Zoom, please make sure you leave your feedback at the end. I will be appreciated a lot. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much.